Coming up in the Windy City, Chicago, Illinois, at United. It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring... RJ, this one has a bit of an old school feel to it, doesn't it? These teams love to run things down low.
Yeah, it's going to be a heck of a matchup, Kevin. A little bit of bully ball, you could say. Having a center you can run your offense through makes the rest of your offense that much better.
And we all know what it means to MP and this team to play well on the road, to win those close road games. MP's been quite vocal, in fact, about rising up in the face of big obstacles this season.
And what I like about MP, he's willing to put his reputation on the line to make something happen. He's not just sitting back waiting for things to develop. That would certainly be the easier route. Instead, he's put a stake in the ground, and that ground is away from home.
For some news on MP, let's send it over to the decorated David Aldridge on the sideline.
Hey guys, these games have been a point of emphasis for MP and his team this season. I asked him about playing on the road. MP told me it's all about toughness and grit. We're going to play hard no matter where we are. Kevin?
And they are a gritty bunch. David, thank you. So here's Miami's starting group. The front court is Jaquez and Butler. Z out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Adebayo in at the 5, patrolling the paint. When it comes to players who like having fun, Greg, Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
Kevin, did you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun. Yeah, coach's pet peeve there, no box out.
Oh, yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
Vucevic with it. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game.
Okay, it's taking them a moment to find their rhythm, opening the game with some uneven 1-for-4 shooting.
Adebayo finds Butler. Adebayo with a screen for Jaquez. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Vucevic. On defense, the Bulls. Z.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
And there is White, and that's good on the assist by Russell. White's got 6.
An assertive offensive player. White knows he has the green light to rise and fire.
Schroeder outside. Pass to Jaquez. Heat moving the ball around. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. With nobody on him, he parries the jumper. Butler's got his second basket of the game. And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. Butler kicks to Rozier. Back to Butler. Right wing. Here's the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. He's got 5.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Bulls trail by 10. White looking around. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Z can't get it to go.
Well, despite some uneven shooting from him, they're still out in front.
Hey, Greg, Kobe White has proven he can run the show.
Yeah, well, he's more than just...
So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. We've got Buzelis. Oladipo is out there with Dosunmu. Then it's Jalen Smith. And it's Terry in at the small forward position.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Pass to Highsmith. Here's Z. And the Heat, another three.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hi, guys. Z in that last game against Dallas played phenomenal. He ended up with 28 points, and as we've come to expect, he filled it up from three-point range whenever he could. He showed up once again in what's becoming the norm for him of late. We'll see what he has in store tonight. Kevin?
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
Another miss by Oladipo.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Pass to Jovic. Here's Larson. Here's Z. Defended by Dosunmu. Offensive rebound. Fires the three. Hands it from downtown. Larson's got the lead up to 12 now for Miami.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Oladipo taking his time here. Six on the shot clock. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
On the wing, Rozier. Defended by Dosunmu. Z can't get it to go. Bulls trail by 12. Pass to Dosunmu. Rozier with the steal. On up the court. Here's Jovic. Here's Highsmith. Nails the corner three. Highsmith's got 6 points. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Miami.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Vucevic checked in for Smith. Zach LaVine comes in for Buzelis. Kobe White, he's checked in for Terry. And it's Russell in for Victor Oladipo. Vucevic, and he uses the glass on the layup. Vucevic has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And providing the support, boy, they need it. That stops a 12-0 run by Miami.
Here's Z. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. 11 points for Z.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
1:44 left here in the second. He takes it in, and he gets it to go. He has 6.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose, an MVP, Jimmy Butler as well. But the results haven't been there.
Butler, no good. Outside, LaVine. Pass to White. The shot from 20 feet away. That missed basket now makes him 4 of 8 from the field. Here's Butler, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Zach LaVine.
And one thing they'll never have to worry about with Butler, he's always going to take initiative.
Buzelis is checked in for Chicago. And so Butler nails both of them. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for Chicago. 19-point game. This, of course, their first chance to play Miami this season. It's good from Schroeder on the assist by Adebayo. Schroeder's got his first basket of the night.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Pass to Buzelis. Right side, They can't stop the run with that one. The Heat leading by 21. Now here's Schroeder. Tries from 10. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Schroeder's got his second basket of the night. Now here's White. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Miami Heat in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
For the West, Luka Doncic.
We saw plenty of Luka magic over this stretch. He is quite simply...
And turning back to our first half, things going well. Extremely well for the Heat.
How about all the points?
And that is it for halftime.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, you have to like what we're seeing from Kobe White.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. The front court is Jaquez and Butler. Z out there with Dennis Schroeder, and it's Adebayo in at the 5 spot. Richard, you know how hard the game is to play, but I think we also know how hard the game is to officiate.
I agree, Kevin. I think the one thing about basketball is that it's constant movement. There are plays happening all around the referees. It's not like football where every 45 seconds you run another play. In 45 seconds, you could have had a different 5 or 6 possessions. That puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the referees.
And the jam by White.
And right now, White, red hot. Just everything he puts up seems to go in.
Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Miami leading by 18. Schroeder passes to Adebayo. Knocks it loose. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Adebayo with this screen on Russell. Lets it go from deep. Drains it from beyond the arc. Schroeder's got 7 points.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Levine wide open. No good on the 3.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often. And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Bulls moving the ball around. And it's White missing. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, Bulls coach Billy Donovan keeps perspective. He says, I used to come back from a tough road loss, go straight to the office and pull an all-nighter, trying to figure out what went wrong. My highs were too high and my lows were too low. You have to realize so much of it is just luck, the breaks of life. Kevin?
That's right, D.A. We respect Billy Donovan as much as any coach in the NBA. But a good outlook there, you're right. Hey, thank you.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Clock at 6. And it's Miami with the rebound. Jaquez has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Floats it up for Adebayo. Russell with it. Now guarded by Schroeder. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
The shot by Buzelis, no good. The Heat have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Offensive rebound. Three-pointer. Butler. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 4 assists in the game.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
LaVine for 3. Good on the three-point shot. LaVine's got 6 points.
That's a strong response from LaVine. You got to D him up from there.
And the first time out of the game called for the Heat. And the Heat going with the whole new group on the floor. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some of the stats. We're going to switch here. Oladipo's checked in. And then for Miami, Ware's checked in. And Z's subbed in for Gary Payton. Now Smith. Pass to Oladipo. Terry looking over the floor. And the Bulls with another miss. So Rozier will bring it up for the Heat. After this game, they can look forward to L.A., where they'll match up against the Clippers. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. They've got Victor Oladipo. Smith is out there with Terry. Then it's Dosunmu. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And Oladipo kicks to Smith. 6 to shoot. On the wing, Dosunmu. The 19-footer is on the money.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
And good that time.
Yeah, taking it right into the teeth of the defense, and it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
That's the kind of aggression you want to see when you've got a team on the ropes.
You know, Richard, so many stars have done it. Any thoughts on a player asking for a trade with multiple years remaining on their contract?
If you're unhappy in any marriage, you should always get out. That is my opinion. Teams do it all the time. They'll sign a player to 5 years and then trade him in 2. So if a player is unhappy after 3 years of a 5-year contract, it's okay for him to request a trade, but continue to show up to work. That is my only request from the player.
And the Bulls making a change here. LaVine's checked in. Heat also with a sub. Payton's checked in. LaVine, good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. 8 points for Zach LaVine.
Look, LaVine could always score, but it is clear to see that his shooting touch has increased every year he's been in the league.
To the paint. Here's Jovic, guarded by LaVine. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Chicago's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
They set a physical tone early on, and they're being rewarded for their efforts.
Beyond the arc. Z, good. Z's got 21 in the game.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
Oladipo for 3, bangs home the trifecta.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's Z. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Now, here's Oladipo. He's tightly guarded. There's 1:26 left to play here in the 4th.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it, just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Miami.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And on the year, this will turn out to be win number 34 for them.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Z.
And he's been a well-oiled machine on offense, keeping things simple on this end, getting the looks that he wanted, knocking them down.
Here's Z. He gets it in there.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
Oladipo dishes to Levine. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
He's not the biggest guy, but it's the explosiveness, the athleticism of Levine that makes him so difficult to handle on that interior.
And he sinks the second. And here are the Heat now. Rozier looking around. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly